The big album.
Yeah.
Ready.
7 days away.
Yes. Now you just did Anticipation not that long ago. Like 13 plus songs on there.
Yeah. 13
Now,
exactly.
now, Ready. In a few days. How do you come up with all these songs? Do you just like have a million songs sitting around and you like, okay?
Well, I'm addicted to recording, actually. You know, making music. A lot of people ask me what I do when I'm not working, when I'm not making music. A lot of the times I'm actually making music when I'm not working. It's something I love to do, and you know, I try to find different ways to spread the creativity within the music.
Congratulations, I was following on iTunes. The album started out early in the week at number 6 on iTunes. Then it went to number 4 last I checked.
Yeah.
The album ain't even out yet.
That's big,
it's like
right?
number 4, so congratulations.
That's
Congratulations.
big.
And you know, your song that we're playing, heavy rotation, I Need a Girl. So you know, I had asked everybody on Twitter, you know, what they wanted to ask you.
And what they wanted to know.
They wanted to know if you're still looking for that girl.
I'm still very single.
Yeah, baby.
And listen, no, I need y'all to understand something with that. You know, if you actually listen to the lyrics in the record, you know, it explains my lifestyle and you know, all the work that I do. You know, because when you look at what I do and you look at the whole entertainment industry, you see the glitz, you see the glam, you know, but it's a lot of hard work. You know, I'm in a different city every day. It's checking in the hotels, checking out of hotels, working, interview here, interview that. And, you know, in the same token, whereas though I would love a woman in my life, at this point I wouldn't be able to give a woman all that she deserves. So, you know, I still need a woman, but, you know, I'm gonna keep it back for a second.
Okay, Angel Lola Love.
What's up? What about?
Helen.
Oh, wow.
What about? What you want to know?
These are women that you've
Women I've been linked with? Yeah.
Linked with, I like that. So, can you explain or elaborate on those relationships?
I'm single.
So, were you ever linked to them?
I'm very single.
I'm very single.
I'm in no relationship. I haven't been in a relationship for over a year now.
Okay, were you ever engaged?
No, I was never engaged.
So you're not currently engaged?
No, I'm not.
All right, now you're in Chicago.
She's trying to ask the same question. Different ways.
You're trying to answer with the same, you know, roundabout answers. So, you're in Chicago.
Yeah.
R. Kelly. There was word on the street that y'all were beefing, that you had made a diss, you wrote an open letter to R. Kelly, you know, and what was your intention?
I mean, I spoke what I believe. You know, anybody that follows me knows that I'm very much inspired by the music R. Kelly made. You know what I mean? In the beginning of my career, he was the only R&B singer I listened to. And I feel like he's sacrificed a lot of his genius and a lot of his innovation for the want to be trendy, the want to be, you know, current. And I don't think that's what he needs to be doing as the king of R&B. So I just spoke my mind as a fan, as a disappointed fan.
So would you say it was a diss, or did you view it in that light at all?
I mean, I would definitely say I threw jabs. To not say so would be a lie.
So there it is. It's clarified. Okay, now we got the controversial stuff out there. So, yep. Where did that come from? With the big campaign? I said it wrong. I said, yep. Yep.
Well, it actually just, I don't know, really. You know, I said it on a couple records, and then I just kept saying it. You know, it's a lot of things I actually say. Like, yeah, man, ham, like that. Sometimes I feel like I have my own language. You know, so that's one of the things that actually stuck on record.
All right, and now let me go to my questions that I had written down. A couple things. So, some questions that some of my interns put together. What's so different about this album than the other two?
I feel this album embodies more of the whole artist that I am. You know, I think the first two albums were, you know, the first album was more so a soulful project. You know, an introduction piece, whereas though it was, I wouldn't say one-dimensional as far as the sounds, but it gave you one vibe. The second album was more contemporary, more of a hip-hop vibe. And you know, within the time span between the second album and this album, I feel like I put out a lot of music, you know what I mean? And I've kind of gotten a feel for what my fans want from me, from the hip-hop hooks to the mixtape records to the ballads to the sexual songs, you know what I mean? I had to find a way to make it all make sense cohesively, and I think this is the album that embodies me musically.
Where do you hope to see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I'm thinking about today and tomorrow. You know, 5 years, if I make it there, God bless me. You know.
So no aspirations.
I mean, most definitely, but I care not to share.
Okay. Come on, Sharon, we all friends and family here.
We all white.
We all white. I must be mud.
So, you know.
I mean, everybody wants, you know, the highest accolades, the highest achievements, the highest awards you could possibly get as a man, as an artist.
Musically, do you feel like you would want to step into any other lanes, acting?
I mean, I'm in the process of starting that now, you know what I mean? My goals as an artist and as an entertainer and as a working man are the obvious. To be the best, to achieve everything possible as far as accolades and awards are concerned. But as a man, I'm very successful in that, you know, I take care of my family, and that's what it is. Like that's when I reach my level of success right there. When I put my mama out of work and she worked for me and my little brother going to school, regardless if he make good grades or not, I'm gonna pay for it, you know what I mean? Even though he does. But that's what determines success for me.
I heard in an interview that you said you had a temper. How has that gotten you into trouble?
It has before. I've been pretty cool lately, though. I've been pretty cool lately.
Tell
That's
us,
all
tell,
I'm gonna
tell
say.
us about a time where you weren't pretty cool and your temper wasn't a good thing. You don't seem like the type that would have a temper. You seem so nice and cool and chill.
I am.
And then what is something that presses your button and it's like over?
I mean, I think everybody, no matter how nice, no matter how polite, no matter how mannerable, you know, if you get put into a certain situation, you turn into a different person. You know, I was once seen on YouTube jumping off a stage, and, you know, things of that nature. You know, and I just think more about my life, my career, about my fans, about what people expect of me, you know. And, you know, I'm from Petersburg, Virginia, you know, a very small town. And, you know, you had to have a temper. So I'm learning to let things handle themselves.
Would you say to some aspiring artists and people out there that challenges that you may have faced that is common in the industry that you overcame to get where you are?
Well, what's common is people trying to hold you down. That's one of the most common things in the world. Surprisingly enough, you know, and what a lot of people tend to do is let other people's perception of them affect the way they view themselves. And as an artist, as a person, as an individual, to a certain extent, when you in this game, you have to, you know, see that, but that's not what makes you who you are. So you can't mold yourself off of what people think of you. You have to keep your individuality. You have to go hard. Like, nobody can want your dream for you. You know what I mean? You got a lot of people, artists, whatever you want to do, whether you want to be a lawyer, whether you want to be a doctor, whatever it is, you got a lot of people that, when thinking about their dreams, is somebody that's pushing them more than they actually push for themselves. You got rappers who got their manager going hard for them. You got, you know, singers who don't want to take vocal classes, don't want to do this. You know, you got to do whatever it takes to get there. And for me, it took a long time to get where I am. You know what I mean? A lot of people may look at my career and say that I made it, you know what I mean? But in my mind, I have a lot of things I want to accomplish, and I still got a long way to go. I'm my hardest critic, and I'm going to go hard, like, regardless of what anybody say, what anybody think. And that's what you have to be willing to do. And before I even started to take this seriously, I had to ask God if this was what I was meant to be doing. Because if it's not meant for you to do it, you're not going to do it, no matter how talented you are.
And who was that person that really pushed you and stayed on you? Like, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this.
My mama.
My mama. And okay, also I wanted to ask you like more on the personal Tremaine, not Trey Songz that everybody knows. Like,